Bashin, thank you very much for your time. I've been meaning to talk to you for a while, so I really appreciate the opportunity to come here. And they say this is your ground, by the way. I'm told that this is your ground. Yeah. So, my brother, before we get into it, I'm interested to know who is Bashin. I'm sure people will be watching also want to know, besides what we see in my grounding, who is Bashin, where does he come from, and so on.
Sure, Tabi, so thanks for your time. And it's an honor again to have an opportunity, good thing even our footy this year. Bashin grew up at Piri, Deep Soweto. But Bashin is based at Braamfischer Phase 1. I started coaching United Brothers under 17 at this very same ground. That's when I started to win my first trophy on my first season coaching United Brothers FC. Then a season later, I formed my team. It was named the Napoli. In Napoli, a lot of players was here. Or when I remember today, they played for Napoli.
So when
2012.
Was this, which year was this?
In Napoli, it was 2012 formed.
2012.
Yes.
But before this thing, you're coaching Bashin, didn't you play when?
I did play, but I think I got at a very early age.
Oh, being a fool.
I would leave to the people that I grew up with from a period to tell my story, given an opportunity one day.
But the name says it all. It means we can't be called Bashin.
And I mean, as Temba cool.
Yeah.
I still do playing at my masters. Yeah, we have a team like us.
So 2012, we are with Napoli.
Yes. Yeah, it was a slaughterhouse 2012. Ukeni Shabalala was in high school, Mtsiri, by the nickname. Siphiwe Mzizi played for Napoli. Uvus played for Napoli. And that was 2012. I think that's the only players I played with 2012. They are currently with Mambas.
So there is 2012 and we are with Napoli. How do you then make the move from Napoli to Mambas?
Okay, before Mambas, the move that I made from Napoli, it was we went to Braamfischer Eagles, Nama Players Army. I think it was 6 players to 8 players that I took to Braamfischer Eagles. We played against the Braamfischer Eagles, a tournament in Gamuso, middle and zone 9. We lost 1-0 against them. So the chairman and the supporters of Braamfischer Eagles, they love what they saw on the field from my boys. So they wanted us to do one thing, since we all represented the Braamfischer back then. So it was a very high intensity game. They were a very, very big team and a very big brand back then, and respectively enough even today because of the achievements that they have. So after us losing to them, they were playing 2 tournaments at once. So they gave us a slot as a Mahlobo, so they only managed to concentrate a tournament in Asemos. That was 2012. Then a season later, or the very same season, when I was appointed the coach of Braamfischer Eagles, it was 2013. We played the tournament at Isimnini, like Dobsonville. It was December, then we won that tournament. Linda Mtambo was playing for Braamfischer Eagles. Is currently playing for the Orlando Pirates. And on the final day, on the final match, he scored 2 goals, Linda Mtambo. That was my first major trophy.
That is 2013.
That is 2013. Yeah, it is in my DNA.
Now, at that stage, did you have something you would refer to as your coaching philosophy? Because today, Sinasazi Mambas, a coach of Bashin, and by Kubheka, and they win. But back then, when you started, what kind of football were you playing? Did you have a philosophy or Sasanganis?
To be honest with you, the style of play Amachita Adlalanga, so it's a kind of football that I played growing up. So, but I can't say much because I can't prove it now, unless I'm given an opportunity. But there's no pressure in that. Ngibona kuma masters. Some will relate to my masters. The very same philosophy that Mambas is the very same style I used to play, and it's the very same style that I also introduced now to Braamfischer Eagles. But Braamfischer Eagles, they were similar playing that style because they likes of Uspamu, Spusiso Lukele, I think, yeah, it's Spusiso Lukele. Yeah, they had that kind of players. Then I was given an opportunity, fair enough. The chairman that I used to work with, the late Mongezi Mhlaba, he gave me a freedom. That's why we've won so many tournaments with Braamfischer Eagles. So to answer you, the very same system that I'm using currently, I was using Mambas, is the very same system I'm going to use going forward.
See, Tina, we like it. As football fans, we like it because by Kubheka, it's nice. That's what most of us grew up watching, and so we enjoy it. But there is this notion out there that that kind of football is no longer applicable to modern football. It's not productive. It doesn't win you games. Others will say, in actual fact, Mawibamba Kubheka, we're actually delaying. Someone could have made a run, one parcel, and we score. And they say so. It's not productive, and it's only good for ekasi in the dusty pitches. What do you have to say to
that? If you look at the DNA of South African football, we used to win big matches. 1996, it was a proven fact when Bafana was playing against Brazil. The late Karangobes professionally did it. Shakes Kungwane did it. I could say he's playing the same kind of football that Professor is playing. Jabu Pule did it. Thabo Moki did it. Overseas, Neymar is doing it still even today. But because of we are South Africans, we like to give ourselves a confidence of our style of play. To be honest with you, if you can apply what we're good at, I believe what we can achieve as a country. But to be honest, professionally, issue putting, I think it has a limit. As much as I can say, many players of Brazil, they do it. Go exam stadium. There's a boy, I forgot the name. He plays the very same kind of football. Sometimes, Anthony says so. To be honest, tactically, professionally, and Kasi football is two different things. But we do still apply it like Lokshin, and the people love it. As much as you can see, when Kasi football is playing, you see the numbers of people coming to support the Kasi football because it's our DNA. It's something that they enjoy and cherish on the field. And the good thing is, I had a lot of challenges. Also, style of play, go Mambas when we lost for some time, if not years, because it was a tough season for us back then. So eventually something had to give. That was last year, which is what it was our very, very, very big season that we achieved so many trophies in a short period.
Okay, so you are winning trophies with Eagles.
Yes.
Now, how do you then move to Mambas? What happened? Who approached you? And what year was it?
I could say it's 2017, if not 2018. I can't remember the exact. Yeah, but I believe it's 2018 if I'm corrected. I met Arlito, goes by the name of Mamba, through Uskwama Samatariane. I had a relationship in Uskwama Samatariane, and I'm invited to come and play for Braamfischer Eagles. So since we all know what he was playing for Aston Villa back in the days. So I invited him to Braamfischer Eagles. Then we played together. So Mamba, I met him through Uskwama because they are very, very, very close. He takes him as his son. The other wing was Uskwama. So that's when I met Arlito Fernando Machungo by the name of Mamba. So we got an opportunity. Actually, I got an opportunity which I couldn't be in 2 teams at once because Mamba megafuna ngize assist Aston Villa back in the days. But because I'm a straight person, I spoke to my chairman Mongezi and given an opportunity, ngabamiti saboitu, they had a relationship. So my chairman knew that if Braamfischer was not committed to any tournament by then, at that time, we used to go assist the Aston Villa. So after the chairman passed away, that was when Mambas was formed, because we've moved from Braamfischer agency because we didn't have a chairman that can finance us. So that was when Mambas was formed. I think it was 2018.
So Mambas is a combination of these 2 teams, Aston Villa and Braamfischer Eagles, am I correct?
Yeah, you are correct.
Because many people ask us, and I'm one of those who ask, where is Mambas from? People always ask, where is Mambas from? Some say no Soweto, some say Braamfischer. Then someone, no, there's an Italian flag there, they must be from Val. So if you had to answer this question, where is Mambas from?
That's a tough one, because I could say it's from Braamfischer, because the majority of the people that formed the team is based from Soweto, and then I'm based at Braamfischer. I formed the team, no chairman, no Mamba. So I could say Mambas was formed from a Braamfischer. So in the Italian flag, we used to play a Valley under Eagles. Then I met Fanito, Eval Nation. They loved the Braamfischer Eagles. So even on a single Mamba, they came along with me to Mamba. So even now, as you know, with Kona Magic, currently we are 18 USB. I left Mamba with him again.
Okay. So when you start Mambas with the chairman Machungu, who were the players that you'd say were the founding members of Mambas?
Oh, Siphiwe, Fish is currently not playing Kona Manje from Bashin. Ovosmusi Zungu, Utsiliso Pachi, Andile Makwe, Uspanera, Ushuz, Ucheko. I did a lot.
Obviously, Nosquama was there.
Yeah, Nosquama is.
Now, obviously, when you start a team with those players, you had to recruit, of course, over the years.
True.
How do you recruit a player for Mambas? Because Mambas has a specific style of play. So when you recruit, what do you look for?
When I recruit to any team that I coached, I recruit different depending on the position where I need to fill in a player. But I'm not going around looking for players only with flair. To be honest, I can only play with 1 or 2 players with flair, because to be honest, it's going to be hard for you to get results on the field of play.
Bashin.
True. There's no such. There's no such.
Usashi defend, you are Usashi.
Okay, Usashi currently joining Mamba Kona Manje December. But I'm taking from previously, from back in the days, from Gunapoli to Eagles and the Mambas. Then we only knew what we have to square money. Because if you have our players on the field, it's going to be hard for you to get in the final position, final third of field to get our results. Because if you square Kivelu, Blackberry, Kivelu Professor, Kivelu Vusa, Kivelu Tuel, Kivela, it's going to be impossible to get our results, depending more especially on our opponent that you are playing. Because it's tough there on the field. It's not easy as it looks. So the players are grinding very, very hard. They are hard workers and experienced again.
So when you started Mambas, was success immediate, or shall we blind in a tournament before you got to be the Mambas that you know today?
Hey, she's willing to, guys. She's willing to. People can confess our Gukasi football. We had a tough season, if not 2 years. See struggle because if I'm correct, the last time we won, before we won a tournament last year, it was 2 years ago. We won Izamazama tournament at Orlando. Yeah, after then, our big season it was last year. But there are other tournaments on my Easter we won. It was yeah, but our major trophies currently Konamajas was from last year.
There was a time where, like you said, you used to lose. And most of the time, and from my memory, it coincided with you being beaten by the Rock. And people were saying the reason the Rock always beats Mambas is because the Rock is direct. They're about winning. Whereas Mambas just want to entertain, and it is why they don't win. Was that the case at that particular time?
The stats on my present in the Rock Mamba, we only played four times. We won 3, we lost 1. Go finally I say winnie. Not a win, but a TMBC Mogi tournament a pick and pay. We lost 1-0 to the Rock on the final. But before that, there was a tournament we won. We beat the Rock at TMBC tournament as a winning. We played a game. Then it was late, it didn't finish. We were leading by 1 goal. Then they asked us to come in the morning to start a game from afresh. We came in the morning, we beat them 3-1. Our second stint, it was the one that I'm talking about. We lost final, 2-1 on the final. Then the third time when we met, it was at Piri. We won 1-0. The fourth time we met around, it was Snake Games last year.
Oh, the first game is Snake.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's always, maybe it's not actually a rival but I guess it's a comparison that is out there.
Yeah.
They are more direct, they win, whereas before last year.
Make no mistake, the Rock is a very, very, very strong team. It's hard to beat. Not because of the stats that favors us. Go Mamba, we took them slightly. No, they are very, very competitive, and they are a champion-winning team, and it's proven out there.
Let's talk about 2021, the year that was called the Mambas Money Heist. You won a lot of trophies, Bashin. You lost in the final, Phillies, but I can tell you now, you won the hearts of many, many people because of how you played. What was special about 2021?
What was special about 2021 is the results that we got. To be honest, they will forever remain in the history of Kasi football. No one can take that away from your heart or the history of the team. It can be done again from someone else, a different coach, a different team. It's always possible when you put your mind there. Because everything, I believe, it comes from dedication, I believe. So we grinded Kakulu as a team last year, and I had a very, very good relationship, chairman to grind my results respectively. So I will forever respect him for that. So the season in 2021, it was unremarkable, to be honest.
Like you said before, that you had won there and there, but not with the same consistency that we saw in 2021. What do you think changed with that team, or what did you do with that team that all of a sudden in 2021 they were just a team that is very difficult to beat, and most importantly, they were winning with a particular style, a style that attracted people from all over Gauteng to come and watch you?
To be honest with you, in the other season that we didn't get results because of the commitment of the players to the team. We used to play with different players every now and then. But last year we introduced a system whereby we train together as a team. I managed to keep 16 to 18 players to the team who will play week in, week out. But before that thing gave us some results, we also struggled again. So we had lots of farmer-friendly games to approach the tournament as a flag Fantine Ababzongo. Before that, we played the tournament as Siphila nazo. We lost the first game against Amantariane 2-0. But we had a good team on the field that day, but the only difference, the combination play and the desire on the field, it was different. So I noticed there are some players who come on the field for their personal benefit. Then I took that to mind. In order for me to get my results, I have to feel the player by deservingly so. So I would also say there's a young boy who currently for the Mambas, Usana Dlamini. There was a time I overlooked him, but when I gave him a fair chance, yeah, he was the engine of the team. I think he's a key player, and the star player is Blackberry. But all the players, I can't give individual brilliance, but only fair enough. The thing that changes for me by playing Usana week in, week out, because he was deserving to play. But at first, I did overlook him, to be honest.
And I think I'll agree with you, because when I watch Mambas, you know what to expect from Abu Professor, Abu Blackberry and those guys.
Yeah.
But Usana brought something different. He's good on the ball, but
yes,
he contributes in defense and attack.
True.
Hey, that boy never stops running.
90 minutes.
Box
90
to box.
minutes. He has a heart, he has a desire, he's a fighter. He's a tough tackler. He's very, very mature on the field. He's a key player for Mambas.
So in 2021, Bashin, just to remind even those who are watching, how many tournaments did you play and how many did you win?
Last year?
Yes, last year.
I shouldn't estimate. Given an opportunity, we lost to a tournament January semi-final. Tournament as a Shawela, Gachino. We lost the tournament as Siphila nazo. We lost the tournament as Tsalanang. We played 3 tournaments before the tournament Babzungu. After Babzungu, we played the tournament as a Piri. The very same season, we were playing 3 tournaments at once. We as a Piri, the one that we won. We as a Kagiso, Gatampoza. We as Mazama, we lost to go last 8. The Kagiso same season, we lost to go semi-final. So in 1 month, it was September, we played 3 tournaments, 1 semi-final, 1 last 8, 1 we won the final. So in total it's 7 tournaments. From that one we moved to a tournament as a Snake Park, the Ikasi World Cup. After that one we played the Imahlobo, David Tony, Phyllis Games. In total, I think it was 10 tournaments. I stand to be corrected.
And I think someone might look and say 10 tournaments in 1 year.
Actually, it's 13. It's 11, even including the one I say Protea, Msawa, Wagachabo. Yes.
Yeah, so someone might look and say 11 tournaments in 1 year is not that much. But the problem is, tournaments are played, for example, Njoguzama East, a lot of tournaments will be played in East. It will be quiet and then Abu Yaman. So you find yourself playing more than 1 tournament at the same time. And that is what we witnessed in the festive. I remember watching in TV Phillies at half time, seeing Amachita running to go catch up
David
Ton, whereas there was a tournament, Emashroba as well, where you were fixed charge. That is a logistical nightmare, Bashin. How did you guys manage to do that, to ensure that you honor all the games, and number 2, to win the games?
Yosh, the season at December, it was a very, very, very difficult one, to be honest. It feels like yesterday. It feels like yesterday. There are sleepless nights. It was all in a dedication, commitment, the team in Siphiwe. But we projected to go along the way, more especially towards the end of the tournament. Fatigue was going to eventually catch up with us. We did speak about it. That's why we had to bring other players to join the team. more especially with players who are playing in Vodacom, different province, we used to play for Mambas back in the day. So during festive season, it was easy for us to add them on the team because we had my commitments on my tournament I3. But basically on my side, I wouldn't want to see myself in those situation again. It's it's very, very tough. It's very, very tough. Yeah, the good thing that we won 2 tournaments. December, it was Snake Park near Davidton. We would have won a tournament as a Tembisa Phillies games, but luck was not on our side. As I said even last time when I was given an opportunity to Nkulume after the game, a Phillies games, it wasn't the case we lost the final in a fatigue. But the fatigue was there for everyone to see. That's why we broke. We didn't have any legs. To be honest. So I would love to play maybe my tournament I2 in December system, given an opportunity again. My tournament I3 is very, very strenuous. Even now, self as a person, mental. It's very, very tough. It's very, very tough. Because sometimes we run out of ideas. But I had a good technical team. I'm a 7 now. A support system from Amachita like us, different areas, including one Ofanino, Eval Nation, more especially in Uchemen. Yeah, it was very, very difficult, more especially when it comes to finance. It was very, very difficult to run a tournament in 3 different areas. But it's the demand I want to, because they wanted to see Mambas, and you can't be in 2 places at once. That's a fact. So, given opportunity on my side personally, I don't want to see myself playing a tournament I3 at once.
Bashin, around that time, many people were saying Mambas is playing so many tournaments because of that demand. People want them. Even the tournament organizers are saying, Mambas, come, please play in this tournament because you bring people when you play. Others were saying, no, they are just greedy, they want money, that is why they've overcommitted themselves. What was the reason behind this commitment to so many tournaments?
People always have the entitled to say what they want to say on their view, on their point of view. Greed, I wouldn't say it was a fact. The fact was he wanted to explore the brand of the team because we played Soweto for many years, Katlehong for many years. So he wanted to try something different. But with the tournament, Asemahlobo included. So it was the first time for us to play Phillies games. It was the second time for us as a Mamba to play tournament as a Davidton. But the first time we played the Davidton, we were not committed because the very similar situation we found ourselves in. We were in that similar situation 3 or 4 years ago. And in that season, we didn't win anything. Ever we lost to semi-final. Discover we lost to last 16. Davidton we didn't qualify. Katlehong we lost to semi-final against Aston Villa the very same season. Mahlobo we didn't qualify. So we can't be at 2 places, as I said, at once. So we had to manage things better this time around. But it was the only difference is the demand of the people. Nama tournament organizer because of Bafuni Mamba with the style of play they produce.
So 2021 actually, obviously the season, we'll say season of 2021 overlapped because you started in Mbeu, Mahlobo in December, but the tournaments finished in January. So they overlapped the season. So immediately after that, I remember speaking to you and you were saying, now we finish Mahlobo and then after that we rest.
Yes.
So you went and rested Bashin, and the next thing we hear, there's a new coach at Mambas, and Bashin is now the technical director. How did that come about? How did you become a technical director?
There was no way I was going to be a technical director in Mamba. There was no way. Currently, Bashin is a manager 18 USB. That's what I can say.
So, we all saw the announcement, Bashin. I'm sure you saw it. I saw it. Many people saw it, that you are now the technical director. So are you saying you never agreed to be a technical director, or you never even knew that you are now the technical director?
I didn't know I was a technical director, first of all.
Ivan.
I only saw Nami go social media.
Okay. So now you see on social media, and this is official page here in Mambas. It's not maybe people like myself, Bashin in. It's not hearsay. It comes from the official channels, the club, that you are the technical director. You see this. What is your next step? What do you do?
You should understand that South Africa is a free country. People do as they like and as they wish.
So you didn't go and ask, hey, Chairman, what is happening now? Now I'm saying technical director.
I did ask him.
And what was the response?
To be honest, I don't think it's a good platform for me now to talk with such things, because I have a lot of respect for the team. I also have a lot of respect for the chairman and herself. Because there were so many specifications on social media. I didn't respond to not even a single one. I'm not the type of a person who steps in and talk to differently from a situation I saw, but I took a decision to leave the team because the thing that happened, it was not football related. It was a reason for me to leave the team. Yes.
So you were part of the formation of Mambas. You had a very successful year and you decide to leave the team. And you say those reasons are non-football reasons.
Yes.
Are you in a position to tell us why? What are those reasons?
Hence I say it is not football related, it's a family matter and it should stay under a family. Yeah, when you keep asking me, I'll end up saying isn't I don't want to say.
No, it's fine. No,
yeah.
Let us respect that.
Yeah.
It's important because some things are not for public consumption.
True.
They must remain internally, and I respect and understand that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then we see PO comes along and says 18 United States of Braamfischer. Now we asking what is happening here. What is this 18 USPs? Keep on, grand. And people start talking, and we search for this news. And Bashin's name is mentioned. I actually asked someone on social media because he mentioned your name. I said, is Bashin part of this team? He said, yes. Bashin. How did 18 USB come about?
18 USB came about just immediately when I left the Mambas. Yeah, it's a combination, I say, Soweto, Val Nation. Yes, that's what I can say. It's a new brand, new team. Passionate enough. We have our own pace to approach the challenges ahead. We are in no competition with anyone, but everyone will be facing on the field on the day given an opportunity. Yeah, we are trying to build ourselves up as young Amachita Sekasi. We are a very, very young team. Our chairman is young. Actually, we have 3 of my chairmen, but I can only mention Ofana from Val Nation.
So, my chairman is 3?
Yeah, true.
I should in English, like I.
Load.
18 USB. There's 18 there. There's the Italian flag there. 18 Emoyeni. Similar, very similar to 18 Mambas.
Yes.
Can you explain? Because someone actually said, I'm from Braamfischer, I support this team, but I don't understand why we couldn't come up with something different that separates us from the 18 Mambas, something that speaks to Braamfischer.
Actually, as I'm at decision, they are very, very, very tough. more especially when there's money involved. I would love Nami to stand up and represent ikasi ngegama lase Braamfischer, more especially kula season la siwafacile ngeMambas. iMambas mesifoma when we had ideas no chairman megafuna kube iBraamfischer Mambas or kube Eagles Mambas, because we had ama blessings aka the late Utamo before he passed away. So I felt, because during that time there was very lot of commotion between abantu mebasele ku Braamfischer Eagles nathi, kunama misunderstanding amaningi futhi the tempos were high yabo. So I could have easily named iMamba ngeBraamfischer Mambas back in the days yabo. So I wanted to live to create a difference between the Eagles and the Mambas, because so I gave benefit of the doubt to Chairman Uguti, because you are the chairman. Can we confidently enough and name the team Mambas? Yeah. So currently Konamaji team 18 USB. Each and everyone wants to be proud in outside sekas like or in team sekas like. That's why now Konamanje is Kona Nogulfagi Kama elithi Braamfischer, but bangathi ayibheka team I represent iBraamfischer kuphela. Yeah, so nama players abuya from Mhlaking, nama players from Meadowlands, around Soweto Valley. So ibrand imekhula, we involve ezinye izinto so each and everyone can belong, because my favorite team you want to belong to the team. So amanye ama decisions they are not easily taken. Sahlala phansi siwacabange. So even namanje I'm proudly to say khona manje nge-18 USB it's a combination eValley neSoweto.
Bashin, many people ask 18, and we are told 9 hours to Italy, 9 hours back makes 18, the Italian flag and so on. Now, from someone who's heavily involved with this thing, who understands it, can you explain to us this 18 emoyeni, the Italian flag, so that we now all understand going forward what is it about?
18 emoyeni umuntu manga explain to fanini. I explain our chairman wethu. One day I think ngizothola opportunity and explain ele. But the way bengakhona I think ivele ikanjalo according to the statement he once told me, it's 9 hours to Italy, 9 hours coming back. That's why I busy 18 hours emoyeni. But now by brand as if Nation is not alone khona lapha. But they are I think they are right people to ask. But I love Eval Nation because of the love they gave us from Braamfischer Eagles.
So there's a lot of talk about 18 USB, a lot of speculation. What can we expect from 18 USB?
In terms of
football, the way you do things. You know, Mambas had that swag about it. You know, I don't know what is it. Maybe you saw it, I don't know. But there's that swag about it in Mambas. Can we expect the same with 18 USB in terms of the football that the team is going to play, the way it's going to carry itself? Because at some point, Mambas was more like a lifestyle because now of this association with 18 MOA. Yeah. So what can we expect in terms of 18 USB?
You should understand that 18 USB is a very young team, still about to play their first game. It can be compared to Mambas. Mambas has a rich history, and before the rich history there were struggles. So Nati Konamanje go 18 USB gonna take into one day at a time, because you can't get immediate results. So these things are built. Yeah, but they come with challenges. So I wouldn't compare myself. We wouldn't compare 18 USB, the Mambas or any other team. But I know for a fact, given a time and opportunity, day by day, we wanna grow to make a name for ourselves. Unfortunately enough, I'm not allowed to talk much about the players we're gonna be having come here Sunday.
Yeah.
But people can expect a good team to challenge for the honors. Yeah, so I have that DNA, I have that drive. So with the selection of our new team, Nama player, we're gonna be having a very, very strong team.
Yeah. So USB has been formed. It's yet to play its first game. We know the chairman Ufanino, we know Coach Bashin, and I think sometime last week or 2 weeks ago, there was this mention that it's no longer 18 Mambas, it's now Mambas. Umjomane Flakfontein says, "How 18 bawuthathile." Did you take 18, Bashin?
Hey, Tips.
I take it you don't answer the one.
It's me 18 USB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you'll say.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone is anticipating. P.O. told me that the announcement of players will be made on Friday. And even after the announcement on the weekend, when the team plays, you must also expect more surprises. So what I'm pleading with you, Bashin, I've come all the way to Braamfischer now. Just give me at least one name. Let me live with one name. I know a team is made of, maybe you'll have 18 players or 20, I don't know. You'll have many players that you'll announce on Friday. More will be seen on Sunday. But all I ask for before I leave you, Bashin, just one name. Who can we expect with the USB?
Umkhonza ubhinjo.
Binjo Lord?
Yes.
So you can confirm Binjo has left Mambas, is going to 18 USB.
Yes.
I know, I appreciate that. I know Upio is a very difficult man to get something out of him, so I appreciate that at least you've given me one name. But before I go, Bashin, you are a coach, you are coaching a class, you've done well. Any ambitions to now maybe one day coach Kuma League, SAP, APC Motsepe League, NFD, PSL?
It's every coach dream, more especially from Ekasi. As I was so happy on coach shoes with the Ronkop student, is currently with Isikukune. Such achievements, they give you strength to keep on believing and try to do things differently, more especially after the season, last season as Mamba. There's something and the other elements I picked up during that moment to improve myself as a person. So I would love to see myself coaching go Vodacom one day, if not to go Castle, maybe in USB in future, something can happen. So I join a league, and one of the teams is inspired to do so. The Salesina Lagumakasi tournament, the SSU. Now they are fully focused to Ama League. And now as a person, I believe I've done enough go see football in terms of my achievement as a coach. But I'm not a person or tender my individual award, but it's there for everyone to see. Yes. I would love to challenge myself differently, different stage. I would love to see myself coaching a football league.
Bashin, thank you very much, my brother, for your time. Wishing you all the best with 18 USB. We can't wait for Friday for the official announcement of players. Everyone is anticipating it. But yeah, once again, thank you very much for your time, my brother.
18 USB.
Hola.